Okay, ladies and gentlemen, DLP316 here. Woke up and saw that there wasn't any commentary for this race, so I think I'm gonna finish it out. Looks like Drake has a little bit of a lead here in World 8, but anything can happen. Where are my night shift people at? Drake is entering Bowser's Castle with a hammer suit, so he is all set. Looks like there's 2 bridges. Literally haven't seen anything else of the seed, but it looks like it was a close one between these 2. Drake going for the Any Man's clip, and he gets it. Looks like he's going to go top route. We'll see how many tries he goes for the clip. And he's not even going to bother with it. Can't really blame him. It's 39 minutes in, you have no idea where your opponent is. Oh boy. And now he's trying to go through all this mess. Looks like there's, oh, an invisible one. Dodges the laser. Gets into Bowser's arena, where Bowser does not have a hitbox other than his head. 5 quick stomps, and that's going to be it for Drake, I think is how you say the name. That's what I'm going with. And there's the last stomp, so looks like Drake is going to be coming in first place at about 40 minutes and 30 seconds, give or take. Haxaplax trying desperately to find the way. And he finds 610 with an angry sun peeping in the background there. He thinks he's being cute. He thinks he's hiding back there. We all know. We see you. Thought we wouldn't notice. We did. Get your GGs in chat for Drake, by the way. Hax gets to the final screen only to find out that there are 2 bridges that need to be built. Seems like kind of a nasty setup for World 8. I'm seeing a lot of, well, there's a fort, and then there's the 2 tanks over here, so maybe that's all he's got left. It's gonna go through the Gatekeeper, 8F. Gonna go for 1 cycle. No, he's gonna go a route that I didn't even know existed. Okay, so this is where you come from the other way. Interesting. No P-switch though, so you have to go the long way. He's gonna get a Fire Flower and try for the clip into the final room. Doesn't get it, so he's just gonna wait out the P-switch. And 5 fireballs on Boom Boom, and he's toast. Nothing broke on the screen. Dodges a hand. Very nice. Good hand luck. I'm jealous. Gets a tail in the first box. He's going to get the first part of the flyover. Gets hit, so he's not going to be able to complete the second. I don't think he had quite enough speed to make it anyways, so it's just going to take it a little slow here, which that's what you need to do in this level, because one mistake on ice and you're going to be in the pit. Really want to limit the deaths as much as you can. And that didn't break anything either. This hand stage is going to be the pyramid. He's got the right power up for it if he wants to play it through, which he's going to. Figures I might as well just play it as opposed to getting grabbed 8 times and game overing and starting from the beginning, so does have a tail, so that's nice. And he's through. Let's see if we can get another room set up for them while we're waiting. Hax got his hammer suit, goes the bottom route in the statue room. It's a little risky. You can get sniped by the lasers. But he makes it through. Gets by this drunk Hotfoot, and he's going to go up the Rotodisc alley. Gets through there no problem. Any man's clip, first try. Hax is on his way, looking good. Will he get the clip? Tries it once. One try. That's it. Doesn't want to waste any more time. See how he fares. He's going to really have to maybe go back. Yeah. For that, you're either going to have to jump back or really jump out to the left and gain speed so that you... because you're tall enough to fit under there, but... Alright, he's going to have to be careful here. Bowser can't hit you, but if you are a little bit forward, his fireballs can hit you at such an angle that you will take damage, so you have to be basically right in the center. Let's get a new room started for these players while we're waiting. It's GG's in the chat for Haxaplax, who is going to finish at about a time of 46:20. I don't have the official time in front of me. Hang on a second. Haxaplax finished with an official time of 46:17. So, everybody stay tuned. We got another match coming up between these two. It looks like it was a pretty close one, so stay tuned, and we'll be back in a few minutes once we get the seeds rolled. The runners take a little bit of break, and be able to watch the second race with some commentary. So stay tuned, everybody. Be back soon. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We have another seed rolled between Haxaplax and Driekiann. This is going to be another uh, Group 2 Hammers Don't Break Locks. The end card is available, so hammers will break rocks, so not completely useless. Use hammers in 2, 3, 4, and 6. You do need 2 hammers for 3, however, for it to be effective. And yeah, what world do we think we're going to see these runners start in? I am going to go with World 4. I feel it in my guts. It's going to be 4. I don't know a whole lot about these two runners. I think they're both fairly new to the Mario 3 rando community. However, they both put up very respectable times in this first race. 40 minutes without hammers breaking locks is pretty good, and we start in World 6. So congratulations to Vince for sticking with the 6 gang. And we start with 2-3, which can be very... yeah. It's a 10 panel, by the way. Not the harshest enemy sets, however, there are a lot of enemies in general in this level, so you sort of have to take it slow in the beginning when you don't have any power-ups, because things will drop on your head out of nowhere. Thankfully, there wasn't any fire enemies, which is pretty typical in this. Also, Boss Bass is missing, which tend to find them a lot in this level. They both get through, both taking death at about the same time, so not really an advantage one way or the other. Both of them get a star, both of them have 7 coins. Hax's score was 90 points more, so we are basically as dead even as you can get. And we find 3F1. Hax is going to stop off for a star, so he can get the quick kill on Boom Boom if he's fast enough. Star will run out barely after you get to him, so he does make it in time. Drake is going to do the same. He does not make it in time, however, so he's going to lose a little bit of time. Haxaplax is going to stop off for a coin chip and replenish the 1-up. See what kind of item he gets here. If this is a hammer, this could be a big swing, but it's not. It's a good power up though. You definitely want to get some sort of power up and momentum going early. The randomizer can stick you with level after level of just getting stars, so it's nice to have a tail for backup, especially in case you come across 7F1. So no hammer, they're going to proceed forward. Drake is a little bit ahead now because he skipped the coin chip. He does not, however, have a power-up. And there's the second 10 panel, so if there are 2 forts, there's going to be one at the end. Drake comes across 1-3, which is a good level to find early. Guaranteed item, if you can get there. Sometimes where you press down on the white block, there can be a lot of really trolly enemies. However, it looks like he's going to be okay and get by it. Haxaplax continuing to stack power-ups, which, like I said in this flag set, you can't really blame him. You can't have too many, especially you don't want to see an influx of tails, kind of just because you always have that option in the back of your head before you start a fort to use it and save some time on 7F1, which doesn't seem like it saves a whole lot of time coming in with the, going in big versus a tail, but it is about 30 seconds, so that's basically a stage. Drake is on a World 6 stage, which I will never know what numbers these are because they all look the same to me. But it's a World 6 stage nonetheless. He gets through it no problem. Looks like it is going to be a 1-4 World 6. And Drake taking the fanfare, the 5-up. He was down to 3 lives total, so you can't really blame him there. Last thing you want to do is take a game over. All in all, not a horrible World 6. I've had World 6s where they're 7.5 minutes, so not bad at all. Hax going for the fanfare as well. These guys have no interest in gaming over. Drake coming into the World 3 airship where he's going to fight Lemmy. See how many hits he's going to be. That's 1, 2, gotta be careful. 3, he's usually 1 or 5, so 4, and oh boy, just wait it out. Just be patient. He'll come to you. There you go. 5-hitter. The shrimp bulked up today. Drake gets the one in about 5 minutes, so he's going to be about 30 seconds ahead of Hax. Hax can get an off-screen wand grab if he times it correctly. It's kind of difficult to do, though. And get your guesses in for the next world. I'm going to say World 2. Morietta, in my experience, he is either 1 or 5 hits. We all know that's not true, but the other times just do not even register to me. He's either a shrimp or he's beefy. And World 3, Oceanside. Very nice. Got a pipe to start. I didn't see where it went. Drake went back for the end card. Didn't get any matches. Oh boy. Fine, 7-1. He's going into it small. So doesn't have a power-up to clip, but P-Wing is about the next best item you can have in this. If you're not clipping, you can just fly up the sides and sort of avoid everything. Doesn't opt to use it though. Gonna go at it small, which is kind of risky. Okay, so the first pipe goes to the end. So a double hammer here would have been nice. It would have skipped 3 levels. However, they don't have any. Hax stockpiled those power-ups, so he's gonna have, you know, something to use here. This is the part that's bad. If that piranha on the right is a fire piranha, forget about it. They snipe you all the time. Hax does use an item, so he is going to try to clip here. And that's exactly why that stage sucks. Drake got all the way to the end, and now we are basically dead even. Drake is going to go ahead and use that P-Wing, and Hax takes the lead here. Gets the clip on probably the 7th or 8th try, which is not bad. P-Wing just makes this part a lot better. So you don't have to worry about the piranha. And Hax finds 6-6. Gross. This seed is definitely going to make our runners earn it. And before anybody asks, I rolled this seed. I only roll good seeds. Even my bad ones are good, so it's Blooper City. I will stop for this power-up just about 100% of the time. If it's a star, I'll wait for it to come to the bottom and time it so I can swim through all this junk with the power-up. Makes no sense not to do it. You got bloopers following you, getting sniped by piranha plants. Hax showing some excellent patience to get through there, though. Oh, needed a little bit more to get through to the end, though. I know if that was me, I would have rust right through there and probably gotten hit and died a lot earlier. He's going to use a frog suit, though, which can help. If he can make it to the water with it on, that is. I'm not very good at controlling the frog suit, so it can be kind of erratic if you're not used to it, as you can see. Also, for those watching, don't ever go through that little space, that little wooden space where that power-up is in 6-6. There's an enemy on the other side of it that's vanilla. It's a fish. And in Rando, it's usually not a fish, and you're going to take a hit every single time. So, been watching a lot of races where everyone goes that way, and just a little tip, go down here where Dreek is every time. And Dreek is having trouble with 6-6 as well, so Hax is going to extend his lead a little bit here. Stopping off for the power-ups is really paying off for Hax in this early going. He's still got 4 to play with and a star, and Dreek's got nothing, so this is a big turning point in this race. Hax is gonna show off some mini P speed here. Doesn't quite get the full dose, however, gets the P switch, so he's going to be able to speed to the end here. Overshoots just a little bit, but no problem. And he continues to build his lead, which is going on stage and a half, 2 stages at this point. There you go, Drake. Bait him away, get the power up, take that 3rd hit. Down below, there you go. Perfect. Just be patient here. Sometimes in Rando, your mind wants you to go fast, fast, fast. However, patience and not dying is going to save you the most time, in my experience. Just take your time. Alright. Just got to avoid the enemy on this last screen. He's going to be through. Hax is trying to dance on top of the Cheep Cheeps to get to the end pipe. Looks like he's going to get through. Drake is going to take a page out of Hax's book and go for a power-up. Don't blame him. He's got nothing but a star. Fire Flowers, great item to see. 2 forts in this World 3. I see a lock. And we know that we have to beat 1 fort at least. And I think that was a slip on Hax's side. He's just going to use a P-Wing and fly over the elevator. So, basically breaking even from the unfortunate slip. He does find a star, however, it's going to be pretty difficult for him to get to Boom Boom Big. Especially without P speed. I don't know if he's going to get there. He does. Okay, so get your bros in the chat. Drake is going to find a tail in 3 is this level. It's going to help him glide to the end a little bit faster, but he too falls in a very similar area. That fort did not... 5-9, everybody, has shown. What a seed. This world so far has produced 7-1, 6-6, and 5-9. To the viewers, you are welcome. To the runners, I would say I'm sorry, but this is what we're here to see. Looks like the enemy set is pretty tame in 5-9 though, so shouldn't be a problem, really. It is going to be a required 5-9. Drake also bops his head on the fort, or on the ceiling, and accidentally falls in the lava. I might comment more on that, however, I have done that probably more times than I'd like to admit, so we've all been there, as we can see, because both of them did it. And Hax is going to find 4F1, so the World 4 forts did not pair this seed. Look out. There's fire everywhere. He's going to go the top route, which is faster. Much more dangerous, though. I was going to say, he's got to go, because those hot feet are just going to follow him over there. Got plenty of lives, so the death does not really hurt him in that aspect, but it is going to allow Dreek to catch up. He's trying to be patient. Alright, should have it here. Full jump. Dreek finding 5-9, much to his dismay. Hax tries to get through without taking any damage, but gets clipped. And just a boom boom fight away from being done with this world. It is important to note the difference between the lives right now. Haxaplax has no worries about gaming over any lives at this point. He's got 4 different various types of tails. Drake only has 2 lives here, so gonna have to be careful. Gets a match. He's gonna play the end card for some power-ups, which, being that he doesn't have any, it's probably a good idea. He gets a star and a mushroom. Let's see what that is if he's gonna check for us. Okay, so the mushrooms are P-Wings and the stars are Tanuki suits, so I wasn't paying attention, but it didn't look like Wendy put up much of a fight. Might have been a one-hitter. Hax is going to be done with the second world at about 16:15, so 4-minute world into an 8-minute world. That's how quickly things in the randomizer can change for you. Get your guesses in for the third world. We all know it's going to be World 7, so just get your 7s in the chat. And it's World 2. With a World 2 level to start, 2-4, Hax is going to take the left side, which is maybe a couple seconds slower, but it is probably 10 times safer than going the other route. There's no bros that way. Hax gets hitboxed by something there. And Wendy was a wimp, so the pipe setup, not ideal in this world too. However, it replaces 2 levels, and he gets a very timely hammer, which I would use almost instantly here, depending on what the setup looked like. Absolutely, you got to. You're saving 3 forts. Ugh. Okay. Wants to save the hammer. Gets a tail. He's not going to have enough speed to get through under both. 3-Fort World 2. Hopefully, yeah. That second part of the fly under is almost impossible to get through in Randomizer. You don't know what enemy is going to be there. Use the hammer, Hax, please. I'm begging you. Really only fly under these first 2 parts. looks like Dreek is not going to get the same luck with the Hammer Brothers, so I'm not sure. Okay, Hax makes it under the second try. That was impressive. So the Hammer Brother isn't even anywhere close for Dreek to get. Hax could be saving probably like 3 or 4 minutes of time on Dreek right now, but maybe doesn't realize, didn't see that he got the hammer. He's going to play through one fort. He's going to have to play through it the old-fashioned way. And makes a little bit of a mistake that a lot of people make when you get to that room with P-Speed. You don't expect to get P-Speed, and then you do, and you just fly right into the pit. Dreek is making some matches here, so if he gets a hammer out of this end card, he might be able to... Looks like he might finish it out, too, so we'll get to see... Okay, so we don't know what the 10 coin is. Let's see what we got. Any hammers? Check your items. Well, there's a cloud, but that's about it. No hammer suits. There's a cloud. The 10 coin has the potential, and Dreek accidentally gets P-Speed and launches into the lava. Dreek equips himself with a P-Wing, so he's going to be able to get the item. And Hax uses the hammer now, which I'm not exactly sure why, but nonetheless. Kills a fire snake with a block. I've never seen that before. The fire snake jumped up at just the right moment to when Hax hit the block hit the fire snake's damage box and caused it to die. That was crazy. Dreek is going to go ahead and play out the rest of this world. He finds 6 or 5-1. And Hax makes it to the airship, which is the World 2 airship. That's Fred, if I've ever seen one. See how friendly Morton is today. Dreek is going to be about a stage and a bro. Okay, so now they're both doing this. Huh. Okay. I'm not exactly sure why... Well, anyways, get your guesses in the chat. I'm going to go with World 7 again. I think because he took the item in the 1 fort, the lock is in the way now, so he has to go this way. So he's saving 1 level. Yeah, so Dreek had to go this way. Definitely something that we can ask them in the interview after. Yep, Hax, you do not want to star here because you will kill the very thing that you need to complete the level. Items are... just go. There's one up there. Yep, okay. Enemies in this level aren't randomized, the beetles, that is, because you need them to complete the level. Gets through nicely, takes a little damage. Gotta watch out for the bro here at the end. It's gonna jump, run under, and... never want to see that. You hate to see it. A death at the end can hurt a lot. Another tip for the viewers at home that are thinking about getting into this, in the pyramid stage, if the final bro is a hammer brother, he will jump every single time, so just run underneath Drake just wants to get out of there, doesn't want the star. Hax back to where he took the death. Hammer Brother's gonna jump. And Hax using the statue swag from the top rope. Lord Banana. Hax is about 10 to 15 seconds ahead at this point, I would say. Gets a star, 1-1. It's a great place to get a star. There's a lot of enemies early on. Gets a continuous star, so he's going to be able to ride this all the way to the end. And Drake is not far behind. Hax continuing to stockpile items, which not a bad idea, as we saw how much it benefited him earlier. We're going to get to see what the 10 coin is on the end card. If Drake opens his menu, which he does not. Kind of an ugly setup in World 5. It's pretty linear, all things considered. It's not really going to be a shortcut because there's no bridge on the bottom to get you to that other pipe. Both of them are in the same World 6 level that I don't know. But it's got ice. Hax almost slips off the edge. Drake does. And Hax is going to trade his Fire Flower for a tail. And Drake is going to go the other way to find 7-8. Another level that you really don't want to see in Randomizer. Drake gonna use a P-Wing, which in this level is going to be safe, however not quick at all. It's going to allow you to fly over that center part quicker though, so probably breaking even, all things considered. And Hax finds what is this, 6-7, something like that? It's the level you want a tail for, I know that, because you can skip the note bridge entirely. No angry, or there is an angry sun, but not really going to come into factor. They both have a tail, which is nice to see. No one gets an advantage one way or the other, so they're both really keeping pace with each other. So this could, from what I saw in the last race, which wasn't much, it seemed like it was pretty close. So let's see if we can keep this up. 7F2. Wow. This seed, we're getting everything. We saw 7-8, 7-1, 6-6, 7F2, 5-9. All we need is 7F5, both runners falling into the lava. Drake, you have a cloud, just skip it. You got 2 clouds, there you go. Alright, so Drake is going to take a pretty decent lead here, depending on how many more times this takes Hax to get through. Hax does not have a cloud, from what I can tell. Drake is on the 7 airship, and this is where the P-Wing strat falls apart, right there in the Tunnel of Love. If you can't, the Tunnel of Pain, if you can't tail swipe, then alright Hax, nice and easy now. Yep, Para, Drake definitely making the right decision there. You got 2 clouds. It's a long stage regardless. There aren't many levels much longer. You still have one for 7-5 or Atlantis if you find it. You can beat the world. Tactical, game over, get your lives back. We're halfway through at about 28 minutes. So, kind of a long and painful seed for these two. See if we can get World 1 next. A shorter world, usually. And it's World 4. fort right at the start, which you gotta play. Play it immediately, and then you get to see if there's any other fort that you need to play in the whole world. Hax is going to come up a little short on that jump. You can see what deaths sort of do as far as time and racing. You know, if you take them at the beginning of the stage as opposed to the end. And unfortunately, some of these deaths are coming, you know, halfway to the end of stages, and stages like 7, the airship in 7, it's very long, so you really want to try to, you know, take your time so that doesn't happen. Drake plays the fort. It does not build a bridge. And Roy has his jumping shoes on today. What is that? 3 hits, 4, all 5 for our boy. Oh! And he gets stomped. Drake takes his game over, gets a free set of lives, or a fresh set of lives, I should say. Hax, not even going for the power-ups. Might be a little tilted at this point. That's the 3rd death that he's had on this airship. He's got plenty of lives. The power-ups are dwindling a little bit, though, so he's going to have to be careful. Just take your time and just get through it this time. Use that tail and just float over all of this nonsense. Not a whole lot you can do when the Koopa Kid rockets into you and hitboxes you, but... Alright. Drake is in 1-4. See a lot of fire in this as well. No problem for him, though. Hax knows how to use the statue, so at this point you might even consider it, but doesn't need it. Gets through, no problem. And Drake is going to play this Hammer Brother and get a music box. That should be useful in World 7. Uses a tail prepping for Fort Knox, and it's not, so the World 4 fort's not paired together, the World 5 fort's not paired together, and the World 7 fort's not paired together. Or World 3, so I don't think any of them are this seed. Which is not something you see often. Drake flew into the ceiling lava in this level, which... I knew the lava didn't hurt you, but I thought you could still run into the Potaboos off screen, which he doesn't, so that's interesting. Never seen that before. So this World 4 is, compared to the 4 worlds behind it, not too bad in terms of length. It's probably the shortest one they've had so far. And all things considered, I think World 6 was the shortest world so far. Hax going back to the end card well, does not make any matches. And Drake is out of World 5 at 32 minutes and 49 seconds, give or take. Hax remaining consistent with the power-up strategy, which it seems to be working for him. And he's gonna go at the fort the other route, and finds the donut level. He's gonna go see what the random power-up. It's a mushroom. Takes him almost to the end, so he'll get out of this level, no problem. Drake finds the navy. Navy is not a long level at all, even with the tail. Without, you can just speed right through. Hax is getting bodied by these Sledge Brothers, so we got a fort right away. You might as well play it. See what's beyond. Over yonder. And there's a level that he's going to hold off on for the moment. He's going to check this other pipe and see where it goes. I don't see any 10 panels. Okay. So either way, you're going to have to play a level. This is basically an unofficial 50-50. Both ways could lead you to the end. We don't know. So, stage Driekiann is the only level with homing bullet bills. Haxaplax is going to get 5 through 5F2. Nicely, he's doing everything he can to catch up. Dreek is going to ignore the end card now. He's got 2 pipe opportunities, and now he's got 5 pipe opportunities. One of these has got to be it. Doesn't have to be it, but you would think. He's got about 50 music boxes, so he's going to choose to utilize those and skip the piranha levels, which is a smart move. Okay, so it looks like we have to go, if this pipe isn't it, we're going to have to go all the way back to the beginning and go the other route. And it doesn't. So, if Hax plays the first fort and continues along that route, that will save him a significant amount of time. Drake is lost. He is looping through these pipes. He's forgetting where he came from. He needs to go back to the beginning. Okay, yep. I believe this is the way. This is going to take him to the... This should take him to the beginning. Yep. Anybody out there wants to make a World 7 or World 8 pipe tracker, we will welcome that with open arms, by the way. Yeah, you might as well cloud here. I mean, you got this in World 1 left. So there is a 10 panel, so only one fort World 7. There's no wrong way to use a cloud as long as it gets used before the game is over. Usually before World 8 is when you wanna use your clouds. Very little utility in World 8. However, that could all change come bracket time. As for brackets, the flags will be different. There will be choices and potential all question marks. So that turns the hand stages into question marks. So clouds could be useful in World 8. Drake getting swarmed by a Nanny Blooper and other sea creatures. You hate to see it. The enemies in this level can gang up on you. I think the fish in the background, the black and white ones, are probably randomized, so Hax takes a cannonball to the face. Trying to avoid the rapid fire black and white cheeps. Just take your time here, bait this, well, attempting to bait. And he despawned it, so. There was like 5 or 6 of those black and white cheeps in the last 5 seconds of that world just being launched at Drake, and he managed to avoid them, so good for him. He's going to use another music box. He's got 4. You might as well. He doesn't have a tail for the World 6 airship. However, he's going to be able to get a power-up midway through. X has found a hand stage, which I have no idea where that was at. See what item the hands are giving today in this seed, and it's a star. And Ludwig is a one-hitter. Hax making the right call, going the right way. He caught up probably 2 to 3 minutes there. Good for him making that decision. That's I don't know if he feels behind. He probably feels behind a little bit. He had a choice of an open pipe or a level. He just goes ahead and plays the level. What a call by him. See if he can make this interesting going into World 7 here, which is World 1, we already know. And another kind of ugly setup. Just wait for it. Yep, there you go. Despawns that plant thing. Cheeps are unrelenting in this stage for both the runners. Gosh, going right into the path of the runners. Jeez. See if Hax has a music box here, which he does. Got a lot of power-ups back, so. And the first fort in World 1 is 4F2. Dreek loses his fire suit. Gonna have to kill Boom Boom the old-fashioned way. There's 1, look out, 2, and 3. So Dreek is about 2.5 stages behind. No lead is safe going into World 8. And of course, that fort is not the one that builds the lock that we want. And here is 3F2. So let's just do a rundown of the seed. We got just about every bad level you could not want outside of Atlantis and 7.5 so far. None of the forts paired together, and 3F2 is not in World 8. So is this seed, does this even count, this seed? I don't know if it does. We might have to re-roll and play another one. Hax is going to go ahead and play through 5-6. It's a whole lot easier with a tail. End card spawns in Dreek's way, which he probably doesn't want. However, he did only have 1 power-up remaining. He had a P-Wing. I think that's another P-Wing. It's a P-Wing or a tail. Yeah, P-Wing. So now he has 2 P-Wings. We have not seen Fort Knox yet. So that could be very valuable. Hax is managing to hold on to his fire. He could save just a slight bit of time on Boom Boom with a fire kill. And he gets it. Dreek flies through this level, gets a star. Not sure if that's what he wanted or not, but the question is, does Hax have any clouds? And there it is. There it is, everybody. I am available for rolling seeds. Anytime, anywhere. 7.5 with the Nipper set. Pretty tame so far. Let's see what we got towards the end. Runaway, whatever those things are called. Chain Chomp. Those respawn, apparently, the Nippers. I didn't know that. If Hax has a cloud, he could bring this close to even, if not take the lead here. I don't think he does, though. He finds a hammer suit, which is going to be... Yep, you're going to want to use that shell to kill those. There you go. Does find a hammer suit, which gives him... So right now, Dreek is ahead by about a minute and a half. Hax has a significant item advantage, though. Hax is going to respawn this... No, he doesn't, so... Gets through there without taking any damage. Hax has a significant item advantage, so we'll see what that does going forward. Gets through this stage nicely without taking any more damage. And Dreek is slowly but surely getting through 7-5, so here's where we're going to find out if they're... Oh, they're in the same level. Hax has a fire flower, that's going to help him a little bit here. Pretty tame enemy set for what it could have been. Those off-chain chomps can be scary at times. And the new validation for these seeds where hammers don't break locks is a hammer in the final bro when it's World 7. I've seen that happen probably 10 times. The final bro of the game gives you a hammer. It's useless. Thanks for nothing. And there's that chain chomp we were talking about. Yep, it's gonna come back there every single time, so really probably gonna want to take a different route to get there. Picks up the 1-up. Get your guesses in chat for the how many bridges we're gonna see. I'm gonna go with 4. I have seen 4. I've played a seed that has had 4, so I do know it is entirely possible. Guesses are, yep, bring one of those ice blocks over, Hax. Guesses are anywhere from -1 to 4. There is a chance for a bridge to be on the final screen that goes to the left and is useless. That would be considered -1. Nothing really on the first screen for Dreek. Finds the dark screen, and, well, the guesses are out the window at this point. We know it is 1. Finds a troll hand stage, and he is playing it. No, he's not. He's going to jump to the pit. And he's going to go back and go back to this pipe. If it were me, I'd just be blitzing all the forts and seeing if I saw any blocks. My strategy for this would probably be play every fort I see. If it doesn't break a visible lock, go back and check. However, that strategy seems to backfire more often than it works, but I mean, it's kind of 6 to 1, half dozen to another. I mean, you can't just, it all depends on how much you're willing to gamble. Are you willing to play more forts in hopes that you build the bridge, but not waste time with travel? Or, you know, do you hope that you played the one that broke it? And let's see if this breaks a lock on Dreek's side. It doesn't, so gonna go back and check. Can't be this easy, right? I suppose it would be nice for them. Yeah, why not? Let's give them an easier 8 after everything they've been through. Going frog strats. Somewhere Human Mustard's ears are tingling. His frog senses are tingling. At someone going with the frog strats and boldly right down the pipe there. Gotta be careful. Yep, okay. Alright now. Easy, boy, easy. Alright. See if he checks for the power up here. He's not going to. He's just going to try to finish it off here. Risky strat, but 48 minutes in, you sort of no guts, no glory. And he's going to have to be careful here. Dodges. Is there going to be a laser at the end? There is not. Dreek is in the driver's seat here. He just has to avoid taking any damage on Bowser. He gets him set up where he wants him to be. A little far forward. Please move to the right a little bit. Okay. Move to the left a little. There you go. Two more stomps and that's going to do it. And there is the final stomp. Get your GGs in chat for Dreek, who is going to finish the seed with an official time of 49 minutes and 58 seconds. Heck of a seed for these runners to go through. Give them all the props. Give our runners a follow while you're at it. So Hax, definitely, that was interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Hax made up a lot of time at the end, but it was just a little too late. Man, if he would have used that hammer in World 2, could have been, could have gotten potentially gotten the victory. I mean, you never know what's going to happen between now and then. But yeah, we'll have to ask the runners about that when they get into the commentator's booth, if they are going to join us for an interview. Hax gets nailed by a fireball. He's gonna equip hammer suit. And gets through the bottom route without getting sniped. Ride the elevator. Gets the top clip. It's going to skip this whole hallway. He's got to be careful, though. All right, gets by the rotodisc. Everyman's clip, first shot. He's going to go the top route again. Misses the clip. Just take your time here. Alright, gets over those two. Pretty tame Bowser's hallway, all things considered. Say hi to Bowser, and say bye to Bowser. Get your GGs in the chat for Haxaplax, who is going to finish with an official race time GG time of 52 minutes and 23 seconds. Get your props out to the runners for the seed that I rolled them. Very ugly. Like I said, they played every bad stage you could really imagine, other than Atlantis. So the viewers got their viewers definitely got their money's worth on that one. Just waiting to see if they're going to be joining for an interview. Let's see. In the meantime, give our runners a follow for putting on a great show today. And let me pull up the schedule because I know that there is more Mario 3 coming up later today. Let's see. So this evening at 8 p.m. we have a quad race of... Oh, we'll go over that in a second. We have both runners in the commentator's booth. Driekiann and Haxaplax. How you guys doing? How'd you like that second seed that I rolled for you?
It's like I rolled one of those seeds. My God, I've never been bullied so hard like that before.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think that seed had every bad level you could possibly get outside of Atlantis. So
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I kept up with Driekiann like that. Like just a couple minutes off from finishing between each other. I think that's pretty good. I'm satisfied with that as a first result for my first race, in an SMB3 tournament.
yeah, job well done. And being that it's one of your first ones, you might not have noticed. I think you had a really good chance to win that race in World 2. You got an early hammer brother that Dreek did not get that gave you a hammer. If you would have used that hammer on that rock, you would have skipped all 3 forts and probably would have given you about a 2 or 3 minute advantage. I don't know, maybe the nerves got to you a little bit, or maybe you thought one of the forts was required. Can you sort of go through, the thought process in World 2 there when you got that hammer?
That was the one that had the World 1 layout, right? Or was it the World 2 layout?
World 2.
I must have completely forgotten then. Because I must have thought I saw a lock in front of the castle like I usually get whenever I'm doing my practice seeds. That's probably what happened there.
Gotcha. Yeah, Drake got the hammer a little bit later. It allowed him to skip one of the stages because you took the 1 fort item, so you had to go the other way because that lock was there. But yep, great race put on by both of you. Drake, how did you feel? Am I saying that correctly? How did you feel about the seed overall?
The first one was okay. This one, I didn't feel good from start to finish. I mean, the first world, I remember I was pretty happy with what I've done, and I was able to skip some things. And second one, I was worried about the game over, honestly. I don't remember. There was one level where I died at the end, and I was like, no, I will not be able to do it properly after. And it was a struggle. So from there, I was like, I want to get my time back from something. I gambled some forts and wasn't really a good decision. So I just keep going and just wish for the best. Yeah, if not for that World 8, that was a bit better. I think I was done.
Yeah, if you're gonna take a game over, you pretty much had one of the more ideal situations. You had I think you had 2 clouds that seed. I don't know if you found any, but that allowed you to skip 7F2 when you're on 0 lives, and then allowed you to get them back in the next world. So that was really a good spot for you. Luckily, Hax, you didn't lose too much time in 7F2. I think you got through it on the second try, so that was pretty good on your part.
Yeah, I wanted to. I considered taking an intentional death there so I could use my P-Wing. I was like, yeah, you know what? I can just do this just fine without it. And then I got ganked by a bunch of fire piranha plants. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Forget that. I'll just use the P-Wing this time.
Yep. Never a bad play. So yeah, do you guys have anything else you wanted to add about the first seed or the second seed, or anything moving forward? It was a really good show you guys put on.
Roy bullied me, and that Hammer Brother bullied me, but it's okay. I dropped the statue on that Hammer Brother.
Yeah, I was. I made comment of that. That was a statue off the top rope. I don't know if I've ever seen it like that before.
Yeah, RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm pretty happy with that first result. Like, I want to say that I'm not completely new to this randomizer or just like this racing in general, but like I tried doing it back in 2020, but I got distracted with the Prime Randomizer, and then I was like, oh yeah, this thing still exists, so let me try doing this tournament too as well. So here I am.
Well, we're happy to have you and everybody. That is, the more people, the more the merrier, as they say. Dreek, do you have anything else to add about today or moving forward? You got 2 wins, so that's a good start towards trying to make it to the brackets.
Yeah, that's a good start, but I'm not really confident for the rest because I know my opponents, and yeah, I'm not kind of the same. I'm not new because I played the randomizer since it came out, but really on a casual play, I never really get really hard on it, and yeah, I will just try my best. We'll see what I can get, and yeah, if I can pass the bracket, why not? But I'll just do my best and see how it goes. I just want to play for fun here.
Well, it's all about having fun, and we're really happy to have you both. I think that's going to do it for us here at SpeedGaming for the earlier races today. Like I said, there is going to be more Mario Randomizer later at 8 p.m. We have Budsy RNG playing Leslie Pro 04 and Europsilus playing Stewie Cartman with Dust Minion and a Crazy Dude on the call. That's going to be a pretty hyped quad. Both matchups have very similar skill sets, so I expect very close races. And then the night game is going to be at 10 p.m. That's going to be Teeks versus Tapatio J. Both runners have sent me home in prior tournaments, so this is a really interesting matchup in my opinion. Teeks is looking pretty unstoppable at the moment, but Tapatio J, a very good player, veteran in the community. So we have a lot of really good races coming up later. For SpeedGaming, I'm DLP316. Come on back later. We'll see ya, and plenty of Mario 3 coming up in the next month or two. So, GG's everyone. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.